Good day to our beloved panelists, mabuhay. As a result of COVID-19's effect on education, we are no longer able to socialize. One of the things that a student should do is interact with other people. What kind of future will there if there are no interactions between people? Yes, we have online educations, but it is distinct from traditional face-to-face classes. While answering their modules, some students may feel lonely, which is not healthy for way people to learn. And some of the other students choose to drop out because of the COVID-19 pandemic. And this is our topic for today's title, Factors Affecting Tourism Student Dropout Rate During Pandemic. In Chapter 1, Introduction, the COVID-19 pandemic has added to the problem of school dropout. The motto, "Stay home, be safe," has heightened parents' concern about sending their students to school. Technology have an impact on education at all levels as a result of the pandemic. The dropout rate is one measure of the effectiveness of an online program. Online programs may be less desirable for certain students than face-to-face instruction. Financial difficulties, lockdown effects, learning strategies, mortality concerns, parent mentality are affected by dropout rates. And our statement of the problem is, during this COVID-19 pandemic, this study focuses on dropout students at City College of Calapan. Since many students in Oriental Mindoro are unable to attend formal school, the number of respondents is limited. This research aims to gain a better understanding of the problems with the new learning system. And our significance of the study is, this study was conducted to determine the problems encountered by the student dropouts in City College of Calapan enrolled for the year 2020-2021. The researchers believe that this study is one of the great value to the following. The students will help them find ways to continue their study and develop a positive perspective and interpersonal relationships. And the parents will help them encourage their sons and daughters to pursue their studies and to supportive of their children's education. And the future researchers to be expounded by other researchers or tackle other concerns of students from the college school and encourage further determination of the effectiveness of the services of the school institution extended to the school dropout. And our scope and limitation of the study. This study focuses on dropout students at City College of Calapan and how their studies are affected. Since many students are unable to attend online classes, the number of respondents is limited and also have a survey for those who are no longer in school. And now we proceed to our Chapter 2. Miss Emeline Castro, you may continue.
Thank you, Ms. Regine. Now that we are familiar with the background of the study, let's proceed to supporting it. Previous studies have identified numerous factors that affect students' decisions to drop out of school. In a journal article authored by Kim et al. In 2019, the analysis of the 44 empirical research included and the review generated a total of 9 factors that determine whether or not to drop out or transfer to a different study program, subject, or university. Those 9 factors are: first, study condition at university, academic integration at university, social integration at university, personal efforts and motivation for studying, information and admission requirements, prior academic achievement in school, personal characteristic of the student, socio-demographic background of the student, and last, external conditions. It was then revealed by evidences that the risk of dropping out is affected by a student's socio-demographic background, such as parental level of education and occupational status. as well as personal characteristics such as age, gender, and prior school achievement, and this is true across most subjects except for medical students. And male students drop out more frequently than female students. As a result of the pandemic, many families have suffered financial difficulties and may have been forced to transfer their children from private to public school, where tuition is free. According to a report published in Rappler in September 2020, 2.3 million farmer students are no longer enrolled in public or private school, a total of 802 students from the Philippines, Australia, India, and Singapore were questioned in a survey undertaken by worldwide software firm Decide to learn about their concern and experiences as a result of the worldwide pandemic's unexpected transitions to distance learning. According to studies, 51% of respondents want to delay their educations until face-to-face classes are once again permitted. In addition, among the students top concerned with remote learning are the following. First, internet connectivity 78%, difficulty focusing and lack of motivation to learn 66%, finding a quiet and comfortable place to study 58%, balancing learning with other responsibilities 47%, issue with mental health 47%. A significant shift in learning has occurred as a result of the pandemic, and millions of learners now have no choice but to adapt to the new learning technique. Online learning, often known as e-learning or virtual learning, is a type of learning that mainly relies on technology and the internet. Dropout rates across the world during COVID-19, the case from Greece, Japan, and Denmark. Greece is among the countries that were totally unprepared and blissfully unaware of the devastating consequences of such an unprecedented situation. The current situation had a significant impact in Greece in terms of financial aspect on all levels, especially in education. When lockdown happened in November 2020, distance learning was introduced as a new learning method. Students from low-income families were the hardest hit, and their dropout rate skyrocketed during Greece recession. COVID-19 pandemic wreaked a major impact on lives of these students and their families. It was thrust upon them with unprecedented force. Because of the social status and inequalities created among the families from which students came, they were unequal in terms of school performance and even attendance. As a result, they were socially and educationally disadvantaged. In Japan, it was revealed in the survey conducted by the Ministry of Education in April and August 2021 that COVID-19 pandemic was causing an increasing number of students in Japan to drop out of college. 701 out of 11,852 students who are dropped out of Japanese universities and college between April and August 2021 cited the pandemic as the reason of their decision. It was more about significantly increasing the number of students who listed the pandemic as a cause or effect of their dropping out by 2020. Since 385 students said it was the main cause, while government ministry said the total number of student dropout for 2020 was 12,322. In addition, restriction, difficulties with the virtual student experience, and even lack motivation to study are the most likely reason for the students who drop out from college and private universities. In Denmark, Danish universities have been prioritizing the dropout rates of college students, where it is seen as a responsible factor for the poor matchmaking between students and universities. Ladernia, as cited by Miclibus 2020, stated that information given to the student should have a broader focus on the individual student and their needs, well-being, and learning opportunities. Orion et al. In 2014 conducted a study on students from CUR Jesu College's Sunday College Division in Daegu City, Double Dilsor. The study sought to discover the reason why students drop out of school, as well as the factors that contribute to the high dropout rate, in order to develop a program design that would identify modes of intervention to address the issue. Descriptively, the findings revealed the financial resources were the most likely cause for students dropping out of school. Inferentially, the results revealed significant differences in terms of policies and practices, student-teachers relationship, financial resources, and academic performance, with the exception of nature of the curriculum, which revealed no significant difference the number of times students drop out from school year 2010-2011 to school year 2012-2013, whereas age, civil status, and source of tuition payment are contributory factors that lead students to drop out of school. Although there are many reasons why students drop out of college courses, those reasons differ in the livelihood of the students. A dropout can be voluntary, such as when a student transfers to another college or changes subject, both which are not proper dropout, or when a student decides to leave the college for a permanent job in the labor market, or it can be forced due to financial, personal, or family-related circumstances. Those factors may be strange for the student enrolled in an online program, and then there is isolation, disconnection, and other issues. Problem with technology can be one reason for not continuing to go to college. And the second reason is that parent does not have permanent job. State government are taking steps to improve the economic well-being of their citizens by investing in education and expanding the number of educated workers. Investment in public infrastructure, technological innovation at public universities and other institutions, and workers' development through education and training system are all examples.
Factors affecting tourism students' dropout rate during pandemic. Chapter 3. Our study is a descriptive mixed method research design using a survey questionnaire. Since tourism is the course we are taking, our selected respondents in the study were former tourism students who entered in the City College of Calapan who dropped out of school. In conducting our research, we first thought that whether it was just tourism students or other courses included. But what I have said earlier, since we are tourism students, they are our chosen respondents. After we decided, we made a request to the school for a list of tourism students who have stopped. We prepared a question for them to answer, but before anything else, we would first ask for information of getting their reason for stopping. This utilized an electronic survey method to investigate the research questions. The researchers will contact the respondents, but before that, the purpose of the study conducted by the researchers will be discussed with them. Our questionnaire was created based on the survey of the research. The researchers' questions will help and find out the reason of each respondent. It contains how they handled the study from when they enrolled to when they stopped studying. In gathering data, the researchers will give a questionnaire. But before that, the researchers will ask for permission, and what I have said earlier, it will discuss the purpose and the importance of the study. They will be given an opportunity to respond. Data and information gathered will be treated with confidentiality, and our study's conclusion will be based on a tally of responses from our respondents.
And that's all for our research topic for today.